Let's get you a sense of how all of this is unfolding on the ground. Now that this 21-day deadline for Spaza shops has come and gone and has been extended, many of the outlet owners say documents are needed, including those from SARS, a floor plan, and a certificate of acceptability. And in fact, they feel that this 21 days wasn't enough to get this right. Let's get you a sense of how they're responding to what's taking place now. Hasina Gori is live to us there from Soweto at the Jabulani Center, where much of the registrations have been taking place for the past couple of days. And Hasina, I wonder to what extent news from government around this extension has reached the business owners there.
We're standing outside, as you mentioned, one of the 85 centres that were sent up by the Gauteng government to ensure that those that needed to register before that 21 days, which, as you mentioned, ended yesterday, were able to do so. We were here yesterday and we're told that those that were in the line at 2 p.m. had to return today. So many of them are still standing in this line. I'm not sure yet if they've actually got the news. And I'm going to bring in one of these Spaza shop owners. Daniel, you've been here since yesterday. We're back today. I'm not sure if you're aware that the president and government has just extended the deadline now to February 28, 2025. So those are allowed to then extend, and ensure that all the documents in. What's your response to that news that extension was first granted?
That's very good because it shows our president wants all people of this country to comply and also to be happy when they're operating, so that we don't get afraid or no, maybe tomorrow there will be these people like police will come and visit shops and close down the municipalities. So it's something very good. So when we came here yesterday, for example, ourselves, we were told that they're extending up until today because the forms were finished. So now we came here in numbers so that we finalize this process, so that also those people who know us, they will see us or know, yeah, these people have registered, and then they also register looking at our footsteps. That is what I can say.
What were some of the delays you found as a Spaza shop owner when you came to do this process? What were some of the challenges you found?
All right, the thing is, when we talk about the registrations, there are people from informal settlements, and there are people who are operating in places which are allowed to operate businesses. Now, when I decided to have these Spaza shops, I decided to target the informal settlements. Now, this is where my challenge was. My challenge was that I was to go and register with the CIPC and SARS. Now, the documents which were needed by the municipality, I had no those documents. So now, fortunately, our municipality doesn't reject anyone. They allow all people to come and register their Spaza shops, whether you are in an informal settlement or whether you are in urban or wherever. So now, when we came here, we were coming here to make sure all of us, we are going to get help, and we have that hope. We are going to get all these licenses. Yeah.
Do you think that this is a good step for informal traders and for Spaza shops going forward?
No, what I can only say is when we started these things of the Spaza shops, we didn't just start. This government of ours have a lot of institutions. There is something like WOSIDA and all those other things. So now some of us, like myself, if we speak about SIDA or if we speak about SIFA, we know all these offices. And if in order for us to prosper in our businesses, we know we need to go there for assistance with ideas to how we can manage our businesses. That is why we try to do whatever we want to do without only checking or there are these foreign nationals who are operating. I'm not a foreign national, I'm a South African. So now what they are doing, we can also do. So now we need to be at the forefront to show people who know what these foreign nationals can do, we can also do. Then we compete together, us and them. That is what I can say.
Thank you so much. That is Daniel, one of the Spaza shop informal traders here outside the Jabulani Civic Center in the south of Johannesburg. They returned this morning as an extension was granted for this specific center, but now hearing that across the country that they'll be able to register till the end of February 2025. This was a call that we heard from many different associations, various forums, Spaza shop owners, issues around people trying to get title deeds, trying to get lease agreements agreements, ensuring that they had all the proper documentations, and saying that the 21-day period was not enough to allow for all of these legal forms that they needed to do so. We know that at this specific center yesterday at about 2 p.m. already they ran out of application forms, and that they asked people to come back. Just to give you a sense of people that are already lined up here. They've been here since as early as 7 a.m. this morning. The center has not yet opened, Ayanda, at this stage. They're waiting for it, but I think many of them, as you heard, are quite happy that this extension has been granted at this stage, and that they'll be allowed to comply with the legislation, with the regulations, and ensure that they will still be able to do their business and continue working, and not face that concern, because we know that there was concerns that come yesterday. If they had not filled in these application forms, if they had not sent that through, that they could face the risk of their stores being closed down. We know that in Gauteng, last week when we spoke with Lebogang Maile, the MEC for Economic Development here in Gauteng, he said that at least 541 Spaza shops had already been shut down for non-compliance. When we spoke with the Gauteng Spaza and Landlord Forum yesterday, one of their concerns was that there were some delays with registration, specifically here in Soweto, saying that there'd been interference from various different political parties and organizations curbing the work that was being done. This was also said by the Gauteng MEC when we spoke to Maile as well, but saying that that has been stopped, and we've not seen that happening in the last few days that we've been here. So we're going to continue, I think, seeing these Spaza shop owners come through to the different 85 centers that are still going to be open here in Gauteng to ensure that all these documentations can be done, and we'll continue to get reactions throughout the day.